impossible to open. This is what you get when you're so tired the night before that you fall asleep in all your clothes. Alright, that's a little bit better. So I went ahead and took a quick shower. I don't know what happened last night. I was so tired. I ended up just passing out, and I woke up this morning. I'm like, my eyelashes are still on. Everything was still on. It was so bad. I don't know what happened. But first of all, well, not really, but happy Mother's Day, everybody. So today is Mother's Day, the day that I'm filming. So you guys won't see this until tomorrow, but I wasn't planning on doing something super special for Mother's Day, even for like a video. If you want to stay tuned at the end of this video, I'm gonna actually include a tag video, like a Mother's Day tag day question. So if you want to see that, that'll be tacked on at the end of this vlog. So I'm gonna keep my recording relatively short today because of that reason. But for me, like throughout my day, there's really nothing special going on. I wanted to go to a Renaissance fair today, but it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain from 12 to 5, so it's kind of pointless to get Ella all packed up and drive there just for us to be rained out. So unfortunately, I'm so bummed out because I was really looking forward to it. We won't be able to go to that today. So I have no other plans for Mother's Day. We're also gonna go out to breakfast, and I haven't heard from anyone who said they wanted to take me out to breakfast, so I'm kind of sitting here. Honestly, my birthday and Mother's Day tends to be pretty crappy. I'm not looking for like sympathy or anything. I'm just being totally honest. Like, I don't really do anything for those. Like, nobody really ever plans something for either of those, which is fine because my birthday isn't even like special to me anymore. I'm turning 23 at the end of this month, so it's kind of like blech, like whatever, it's 23. So I have no other plans. We are gonna go out to my mom's later today for our typical Sunday dinner. I do have a card for her, but the only other thing I really have to do today is I ran out of my shower jelly from Lush, so we're gonna go pick up a new one because that's what I use to obviously wash my body. So I'll probably go out and get one of those just as like a little Mother's Day gift to me, and that's it. So I will probably talk to you guys after I get ready. Alright guys, Ella. Okay, Ella has now gone down for a nap. I put her down around 12:30, but I think, well, no, I definitely know. She did a poop like 30 minutes or so after I put her down, so she wasn't comfortable. So I had to get her out, change her, remake her another bottle, and now she's down. So I don't know when she's gonna wake up. It's 1:30 now, and she probably went down again like 10 minutes ago, and she's been sleeping a lot. Whoa. Why are you straight? I'm gonna have to fix you after. I'm gonna go ahead and film my Mother's Day tag right now, but again, it won't be until the end of the video, so if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned until the very end of this vlog. When Ella wakes up, we're just going to Lush real quick again to get a shower jelly, and then that's pretty much gonna be the end of our vlog, unless I decide to film at my mom's, which I don't typically do. Do you like that nice pimple on my chest? It's so painful. But I think today's gonna be like a relatively short vlog, and that's why I want to include that tag at the end. Just got done filming my Mother's Day tag. This was my little setup today, my chair and my ring light. I ended up filming in front of my stove today. I'm not really sure why. But I hope you guys will enjoy that at the end. So I am just gonna go ahead and finish editing today's vlog while Ella's still sleeping. And then once she wakes up, we'll get going. Hey. What's the matter, boo-boos? Hey! Good morning. Or good afternoon. You look warm. Unless it was just hot in here. Oh, you feel okay. Hey, baby, we gotta get up soon and choose something to wear to go to Mimi's. Did you have a good nap? Huh? Hi, boobs. What are we concentrating on right here? Come on. Hi, boobs. What's the matter, baby? It's how I feel every single morning, love bug. I don't think she wants to get up. Come here, Beppo. Oh, look at that crazy hair. Come here. Hi. Okay. Oh. Hello. Oh, what the? Oh, let your hair down. Oh my goodness. Let's find you something to wear. Come here, crazy. I gotta wet your hair down. Where's your Oh, here it is. Why is your comb on the floor? All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of water, just a little bit, in a spray bottle, and wet this hair down. Because whenever it gets wet, her hair like curls like crazy. Speaking of hair, I don't really like mine today. I just didn't like how my front pieces were curling. I thought it looked kind of weird, so I just parted it in the middle. Will you come back here? Come back here. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you. Hi, baby. Okay, so a lot has happened since the last time I talked to you guys, because when I was in the middle of changing Ella, I ran out of space on my phone. I totally, excuse me, I totally meant to take stuff off my phone and put it onto my computer so I would have more space to film. I completely forgot before I left to go to Lush. First, I needed to get gas when I went to Lush, and I used my debit card. Then I drove all the way to the mall to go to Lush. Couldn't find my debit card anywhere. I'm like, how did I lose it between getting gas and driving to the mall? So I'm frantic, I'm freaking out, can't find my debit card anywhere. Finally, I found it in my car. So needless to say, I was pretty aggravated that I couldn't find my debit card, because I have a really bad habit of losing everything. I don't know, like part of it honestly is just like I had such an uneventful Mother's Day, and I'm like, this kind of sucks. Like, it's my day off, and like, I don't know, the plans that I did have to go to the Renaissance Fair didn't work out. I'm bummed out. It's just kind of a crappy Mother's Day. Anyways, I ended up picking up, so I had run out of my night wing shower jelly I got during Halloween, so I picked up another shower jelly. This time I got Refresher. Refresh your body and mind with a zingy and invigorating treat for the shower. I got this one. I smelled a bunch of them. I smelled 93,000 miles. I smelled pines and needles. I smelled whoosh. Literally. Woo! Oh goodness. Okay. Literally, that is what it's called. But I do have my Lush catalog right here, so I'm gonna pull it up and see if I can't find it to tell you exactly what this one smells. Okay. Bath bombs, feet. Shower jellies. Okay. Where is the one I got? Okay. Alright, Refresher. So this is the one I got down here. So it's called, it says Lemony Lather. This zippy lemon jelly will add refreshing blast to your morning routine. This size is $6.95. The bigger size is $11.95. The only reason I didn't get the big size is because I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna love it. It was my favorite smelling one besides the Nightwing. That one was so good, but this one was just exactly what it says, refreshing. It was just a very lemony, citrusy kind of scent. Why is this so impossible to open? Oh my god, I just like, I was straining something in my hand right there. It won't open. This right here is exactly how my day has been going, and that's why I'm so frustrated. Alright, I got it. So it just looks like a normal shower jelly, and it's, you know, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as I took off the cap, all I can smell is lemon. Oh wow, and a lot of lemon. I actually like smelling it now more than I did when I smelt it at Lush. And I don't know, I love playing with them. Oh my gosh. It's like almost iridescent. That smells absolutely amazing. Honestly, I was kind of rushed in Lush because I didn't want to bring in the Ella stroller. because it's Sunday, first of all, which is always super busy at my mall for some reason, and it's Mother's Day, so it's gonna be busy at the mall. So I didn't bring in the strollers so I would have room to like browse, because I figured there'd be a lot of people. So I was carrying her, so she gets heavy fast. So I knew I wanted a shower jelly, I just didn't really know what one. So because this was my favorite scent out of all of them, that's the one that I picked up. But I may be ending the vlog right here. I am going to my mom's still for Sunday dinner at 6. It's 5:25 at the moment. See? 5:25. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna film anything over there. I mentioned earlier that I typically don't, just because I'm hanging out with family, and I don't want to put anyone on the spot. They all know I record, but I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, especially on Mother's Day. So I'm sure if I'm not ending the vlog here right now, there's a damn ant. I'd cut here. Come here! Hi, baby. Careful.
I think she's dizzy.
Yeah, she's like, alright, I'm done. Exactly why I wasn't sure if I was gonna end today's vlog or not, but TJ got me a present. I said I was gonna end, I ended the vlog earlier, but TJ got me a present. Oh, I'm so excited. Bub, you spelled Bubsy wrong. It's always one B. Alright, I gotta read the card first. That was a very sweet card. So I thanked them already. My camera just cut me off again. But what'd you get me? First of all, I was going to buy a box of this actually today. I wanted to go to Walmart and get my Cellas. He knows. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. It's all Cellas. Oh my goodness. So first of all, I really wanted to wish all my mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day. I know how hard you guys work, how much love you pour into everything you do, and I truly feel like we aren't appreciated enough, so I hope that this little wish from me to you brightens up your day, and I want to know what you guys did for Mother's Day, so go ahead and leave it down below, because I'd really like to know. Secondly, thank you so much for watching until the end of the vlog. Again, I'm so sorry that it was a little bit on the shorter side, but I didn't have a whole lot going on today. But thank you guys, as always, for watching. Alright, I got a whole bunch of I don't have a whole bunch of computers. I have a whole bunch of questions on my computer about mothers or Mother's Day. I don't know. It's just called Mother's Day YouTube tag. So I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions. We have 20 questions to get through, so let's get started. Question number 1, are you a stay-at-home mom or are you a working mom? I was originally a stay-at-home mom. Most of you probably know a lot of the answers to these questions because of my vlogs, but when my daughter was first born, I stopped, okay, let me back up. My daughter was due to be born originally August 25th. So my last day at work was sometime in June because I really wanted the last month just to be restful, and I just wanted to kind of enjoy the last month that I had with getting sleep and doing, you know, whatever I wanted to do. So my last day at work originally was June. I think at the end of 2014 I went back to work for a couple of months because like I got tax returns for that year, so I had to have gone back for like 2014 into 2015. So then I worked for a couple months. I quit again. I was a stay-at-home mom for almost a year actually, until recently I had gotten a job waitressing, quit that job, now I'm back at my original job. So I was kind of back and forth, but to be honest, my goal honestly is to eventually make YouTube be able to become a career for me so I can stay at home again. That is like my ultimate goal. That's what I've always wanted to do. Financially, we just can't afford me not working again, so this is kind of like I'm really trying, you know, but whatever, that's getting off of the subject. So to answer that question, I'm a working mom. Question number 2, would you have it any other way? I'm assuming they're talking about the first question. Would I have it any other way from being a working mom? Of course. I kind of already answered this question when I was ranting about the first one. But again, I would do anything that I possibly could to just be able to stay at home with my babies. That is so important for me or my husband to be the ones to raise their babies. I'm not saying that I don't trust all daycares, but you just really don't know who's watching your babies anymore, and that just makes me super uncomfortable. So even if I had to work full-time and put my daughter in daycare, just the fact that I wouldn't be completely comfortable with it is just not okay with me. So we kind of figured out a way that I can be a stay-at-home mom during the morning and then work night shifts. Number 3, do you co-sleep? Now, I didn't really co-sleep with her when, okay, okay, so for the first 9 months of Ella's life, I slept down on the couch because my husband has to get up extremely early. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't working, so I could kind of sleep when she napped, and she slept a lot, so it wasn't like I wasn't getting a ton of sleep, but he had to be up at about 3 or 4 every single morning, so I really didn't want her keeping him up because Ella woke up every hour on the hour to be fed, so it was a lot of crying throughout the night. So I ended up just going down to the couch and I slept with her right on my chest. Like, I would just lean back. We still had the same couch that we have now, so I would just kind of find a way to be comfortable, lean back, have her on my chest, and I would always have Netflix on because I was up constantly, so it would just kind of like soothe me back to sleep. A lot of people actually ask me, like, weren't you scared of dropping her or something if you slept with her like that? But to be totally honest, no. I felt 1000% comfortable holding her like that. I didn't budge. If I fell asleep like this, I woke up like this. Of course, I was sore, but there was nothing better than having your baby sleep on you. Then no, I didn't sleep with her like that for the full 9 months. I probably slept with her like that for 3 or 4 months until I wanted her to start to learn to sleep by herself. So then in that case, we got a bassinet, so she slept right next to my bed. I was really afraid to put her in the bed with me and my husband because my husband's just a big guy in general, and he rolls around a lot in his sleep, so I was really afraid of the risk of him rolling on top of her, or even me rolling on top of her, because I'm a very restless sleeper. So no, I never had her in our bed with us, but she was right next to our bed. After 9 months is when we put her into her crib. Number 4, 1 must-have gear for your baby. I feel like a lot of people would say pacifiers, but Ella never liked pacifiers. I have one picture of her using a pacifier, and I remember taking the picture. The pacifier didn't last long. She's just never been a fan of them. So for me, I don't know. I can't think of like one specific thing that was a life changer. I don't know. Honestly, I kind of just want to say baby wipes because I use baby wipes so much. Of course, when she was younger, it was just to use, you know, on her bum. But now as she's getting older, like, I'm just about to become a mom to a toddler. Like, she's turning 2 this summer. That's crazy to me. But baby wipes have been so, honestly, I've been using baby wipes, I think, more now than I did when she was a newborn because she is always getting into stuff. We're trying to teach her how to, like, eat stuff on her own, so she's having a peanut butter and fluff or just something that's a little bit messy. It gets everywhere, so baby wipes have been my saving grace. I feel like people are expecting a little bit more of a better answer than that, but really that's it. But I was actually gonna make a video a long time ago that I forgot until now, but I was gonna make a video talking about the stuff that I actually use for my baby because I got so much stuff during my baby shower that I didn't end up using. So I thought it might be helpful to new moms when developing their new registries. So if you still want to see that video, let me know again down below and I'll be more than happy to still make it. Number 5, how many kids do you plan on having? So TJ and I have been talking about baby number 2. I don't really know if I've really touched on that in my vlogs or not because we've been really back and forth. Actually, last night we had a full conversation about this. So originally, before I even got pregnant, I wanted 4 babies because I love bigger families. Like I grew up with three siblings. I grew up with 3 siblings. I have 3 brothers, 2 older and 1 younger, and I wouldn't have any other way. Family vacations were always so much fun because I had, you know, brothers with me. Yes, granted, we were a little bit farther in age, so when we were younger, we didn't get as along as well. But as I'm getting older, I think especially with my oldest brother at the moment, we're getting closer than ever. Now, I think we're gonna stop after 2 or 3. We've been talking about baby number 2, but the circumstances right now are just not quite there yet, but I know like we'll never be ready, so I truly feel like it's just gonna happen just like Ella happened. I told TJ before Ella was before we even knew we were pregnant, we weren't trying to get pregnant, but I just said, you know, if I get pregnant, that's it, I'm having a baby and I'll be more than happy. We were both kind of ready, but we weren't planning on her. I got pregnant when I was 20, so I was still really young, and there was still a lot of stuff I wanted to do, and I feel like I was forced a little bit to grow up fast, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Like I love her more than anything, and I am so grateful that she's in my life. Number 6, date night, question mark. How many nights or days per month? Okay, I think mine and TJ's last date night was 2 months ago, and I'm not exaggerating. I think the last date night we went to Buffalo Wild Wings because we used the gift card that we got from Christmas. No joke. We really don't get date nights very often, and honestly, it really doesn't have a lot to do with Ella. Like, yes, it does. Yes, we would have to find a sitter, but that's really not as big of a problem as people might think. It's our work schedule. TJ works at the moment 7 days a week because they opened up a new location, so he has to be there. His next day off is May 19th. So he's exhausted. Like, he's passing out by, you know, when we put Ella to bed, he's down by 8:30. Understandably, he's working 7 days a week from 3 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night. Then with my schedule, I work Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9-ish. It kind of depends. So, you know, when he's getting home at 5, he's picking Ella up right at the sitter because I'm already at work. So our paths don't even cross on some nights. And then I come home at 9:30, he's already sleeping. So we don't even see each other. And I know that's so bad. Like, trust me, we know that we need a date night. It's just, it's been so hard. Normally we tried for once a month. I know that we need more. I know my relationship with my husband is really important. It's just, it's been so hard. Number 7, your child's favorite show. At the moment, well, I guess it's asking for TV show, but there's like, she really liked My Little Pony for a while, and she loves Elmo and like Sesame Street, but she also loves Mickey and Minnie Mouse, like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. But she's obsessed with the Minions movie, and I don't like the movie. I've seen the movie. I was not a fan of the movie. I'm like, this is kind of stupid. Like, it's cute in some parts, but overall, like, I'm getting really tired of it because I think we watch it at least once a day. Right in the morning, I bring her down and put on her movie, and then a little while later, I'll usually make her some breakfast. But that is the one movie that I've actually been able to like sit her down and she'll watch, and not only watch, but she'll watch the whole thing. So I was actually planning her 2nd birthday party, and I was kind of going back and forth on themes, but I think this year we're gonna have to do Minions because I'm not kidding, she's obsessed. Number 8, name one thing you bought before you had your baby and you never ended up using. Well, okay, so I wanted to buy everything when I found out that I was pregnant, but at the time I didn't know if I was having a boy or girl, so I didn't want to have to buy, you know, one of each, boy and then the girl thing, and then have to return half of the stuff that I bought. So I didn't really buy a whole ton. Even when I found out that she was a girl, I knew my baby shower was right around the corner, so I was sort of waiting on to see what I was gonna get before I went out and bought my own stuff. But I guess the only stuff that I really bought that I never ended up using was I had gone out and bought a couple of boy things. Like, I bought some boy bibs and stuff, so just like little tiny things like that that were for boys, I ended up returning and of course not using. Number 9, your child's favorite food. She's not a big meat eater, which neither was I when I was little, so we have to get her proteins other ways. But her favorite foods, like she loves mac and cheese, she loves any sort of pastas, she loves rice pilaf, like she loves rice pilaf. I don't really think there's any, I mean, she loves goldfish, but it's kind of hard to be able to say like, yes, this is her favorite food. She either eats or doesn't eat what I give her. Number 10, really random question, but how many cars does your family have? We have 2. We have my Honda Civic and we have TJ's Ridgeline. Number 11, weight gain before pregnancy, during and after, and now. So I hope that, I mean, I know this picture is floating around on my Facebook from when I was pregnant, but I think I only gained between 30 and 40 pounds through my entire pregnancy, and it was all belly. Like, if people told me that when they saw me from behind I didn't look pregnant, but then I turned around and I had a little basketball. My father-in-law actually used to always joke and be like, so are you gonna give me my basketball back? Like, I've been looking for it. Like, they would make jokes all the time because it just looked like a basketball. So I didn't gain a ton of weight during my pregnancy. So after my pregnancy, it's the weirdest thing. If you've never been pregnant and given birth before, it is so bizarre. But it's like, you know, I always used to wonder, like, okay, well, like, where does, you know, after the baby's not there anymore, what happens to your stomach? So it was just super loose. Like, it was just loose skin, like almost if you just lost a ton of weight just like that, which I guess I did. But I don't know, it was just kind of loose and like jello like, I don't know. So I lost all the weight pretty much immediately, and then I started working out probably about a month or so after giving birth. I just didn't want to put myself through too much, but just to sort of tighten everything and suck it all back in. Now I'm actually in better shape now than when I got pregnant, like before I got pregnant, because I've been working out a lot, so I've been building a lot of stomach muscles and stuff, so definitely better shape now. Number 12, dream vacation with your kiddos. I'm dying to go down to Disney World, and I was thinking about it with Ella, but to be honest, well, we're gonna have more kids, so if I want to plan an expensive trip to Disney World, I only want to have to do it once or twice, and I want my kids to remember it. So knowing that we're still waiting on some kids, we're not really planning anything right now, and then I do, you know, once we decide, okay, that's it, no more kids, I do want to wait until at least the youngest gets old enough that he or she will remember the entire trip, but I would die to bring them to Disney. 13, dream vacation without the kiddos. So many places. I'm kidding. No, my dream, like I desperately want to visit Rome before I die. I think it is gorgeous. I mean, just based off of pictures and like what I've heard about Rome, I just want to go so badly, and I think it would just be an amazing and such a romantic trip with just my husband. I wouldn't want to bring my kids to that one, maybe when they're like way older, but I don't know. I feel like when you go to Rome, you just sort of want to experience it and go to museums and just do things that maybe kids might not be interested in. But I'm also super excited to my trip to Vegas sometime this year, which will be without Ella, so that's something I kind of get to look forward to. Not leaving my baby, I always miss her. Even when I go to work, I miss her desperately, but I do need a vacation. 14, how has your life changed since your baby has been born? Now, I tell everyone this when they find out that they're having a baby for the first time. I've had 2 friends over the past year, I think, get pregnant for the first time, and I tell them, you know, like when you first bring your baby home, it's gonna be almost like, I don't want to say nothing has changed, but all your baby does is sleep. They'll wake up to eat, poop, and then go back to sleep. So they're sleeping a ton. Ella would only wake up for 2 hours at a time and then go back to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours. Like, she wasn't awake a lot. So even when you first have your baby, things don't hit you like a train right away. It's now at the age that I'm with Ella where I'm like, wow, my life has completely changed due to having a baby. everything you do. If you want to go to the store, you gotta pack her up, you gotta dress her, you gotta make sure she has her juice, you gotta make sure she has a clean diaper. Like, they come first for everything, which is how it should be, but you don't realize that even right after having your baby, because they don't really require all that stuff. But as they get older, you start to realize, like, wow, like, I can't do anything without my kid. Even going to the bathroom, I can't remember the last time that I went to the bathroom alone. 15, finish the sentence. It makes my heart melt to see. Honestly, there's a lot of things that Ella does that just absolutely makes my heart melt, and in good and bad ways, and let me explain that. So with like the good way that it just makes your heart melt and you're just like, oh my gosh, you're so freaking cute. She started to say please recently, and it's just like, oh, when she says please for something, like if she's asking for juice, she'll say juice please, and she'll go over to the fridge and wait for you to get her some juice. But she just has the cutest freaking voice in the entire world, and I can't say no. I'm like, oh well, sometimes I do and just give her water instead, but it just like the little cute things that she does. And then when she actually, like, she'll come and give me a kiss or come and give me a hug, it's like, oh my god. And then with the bad thing that I was saying, it's just like if she's misbehaving or like I have to scold her about something, she does the saddest and cutest thing ever, but she'll like bow her head and you can see her lower lip like poke out, and she'll go, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Or it's like sometimes she'll cry, but I'm like, I am so sorry. That is by far one of the hardest parts about being a parent, like in my own experience, is that just seeing your little kids sad because you had to make them sad, because you had to, you know what I mean? Like, I never yell at my baby for nothing. Like, if she's doing something that's gonna hurt her or like genuinely not listening, I have to say something. I don't know, it's just so sad. Number 16, where do you shop for your kids? Honestly, this was shown in a vlog once, but I had gone into Target because I knew they had some cute stuff, but to be honest, a lot of their baby clothing was really expensive. So most of the time, I just shop at Walmart because A, it's inexpensive, B, I can get her a ton more than I can at like Target or really anywhere else, and she's gonna outgrow that within 6 months. So why am I gonna spend a ton of money on clothes that she's not even gonna be able to wear for long? Yes, when she gets older and can wear clothes for longer periods of time, I'll be more willing to dish out a little bit more money on her clothes, but right now, hell no. And then of course, if I have gift cards, recently I had a gift card to Baby Gap or just Gap in general, so we had gone out and got her a few cute dresses, but really I don't shop anywhere else unless I have gift cards. And I get a ton of hand-me-downs from my in-laws, so I'm usually pretty well stocked up on clothes for her. Fave mommy makeup and skincare products? I'm not really sure if I'm answering this question correctly, but there was this BB cream that I've tried out recently with you guys actually on camera, and it was called, I think, Precious Mineral BB cream. It's not bare minerals, like it's a cream, but I found it to be amazing, and it was really lightweight, but it was super pigmented, and of course it didn't cover everything that maybe a heavy foundation would, but like I'm trying to think of like mommy makeup products because it's so quick and easy to apply. And then most moms, I'm a little bit of an exception, but most moms don't typically do like a full face of makeup, especially with the toddler running around the house. But I guess it's just like a quick application, and it hides what you don't want to be seen, what you don't want to be seen, but at the same time gives your face a better complexion. 18, Huggy diaper jeans, yay or nay? I'm gonna have to say nay because I have never heard of these. Have you, number 19, have you always wanted kids? I have always wanted kids, and what's funny is that I don't want to say I don't like other people's kids, because that just sounds terrible, and it's not true. There are a bunch of kids that I've met that are awesome, but when I was younger, I never cared for other people's kids because usually the kids that I saw were acting up and their parents were nowhere in sight. I'm like, oh, that is a bad kid. So it kind of turned me off from other people's kids, but there was always something inside of me that said that I wanted my own kids. Now, I thought about adoption for so long because I have zero pain tolerance. I do mean zero pain tolerance. So I was terrified of labor. I was like, no way am I gonna do this. Absolutely not. Like, that is not coming out of my hoo-ha. I don't think so. But, you know, of course, when I, like, well, as I got older, to be honest, I kind of put that fear aside because I knew there was gonna be nothing like having your own kid be like, wow, you know, that she came from me, like that, my blood is running through her veins, you know what I mean? So, and then when I found out that I was pregnant, I was like, oh, there's no turning back. I'm going through labor. And to be totally honest, I mean, my story is a little bit of exception. Even the doctors are like, don't tell people your story because this doesn't typically happen. But my labor was extremely, extremely easily. I was in the hospital by 10. She was born by 2. And I was on my feet again in a half hour. So, yes, I always wanted kids. I just wasn't sure how I was going to get them at the time. Number 20, best part about being a mom. I mean, there are so many like really good parts. The first things that are coming to my mind is I'm always gonna have her. You know, I've been through so many friendships over the years, but it's just my daughter's always gonna be there. No matter how old that she gets, she's, you know, I hopefully always gonna need her mom and always feel love toward me, and she's always gonna be there. There's nothing that I think I could ever say to her that, not that I would, but like nothing that I could ever say to her that would make her not want a relationship with me anymore. But it's also just amazing to see a little person growing up, like literally out of nothing. You developed this person, like she grew inside of you. Like, that's not a feeling that you can buy. That's not a feeling that you can get from somebody else. It's just like, wow, like you heard my heartbeat from the inside. You were the only person that has. And it's just amazing to see her, you know, born as this tiny little helpless human being and forming into this gorgeous little tiny young lady that I love more than life. Oh, got a little emotional there at the end. But thank you guys so much for sticking around and answering these tag questions for me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I do realize that this is coming out the day after Mother's Day. I should have done a little more thinking into that. I'm sorry, I should have been doing this yesterday, but regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, thank you so much for watching my vlog, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.